Coming up on Columbus Connections, have you ever had an invention in your head that you just wanted to get out but didn't know how to do it? Well, we got folks that know how to do it, so stay tuned. Welcome to Columbus Connections. I'm your host, David Britt, and I am bringing back to the show the Columbus Phoenix City Inventors Association. That's right, we have inventors right here in Columbus that are helping people in our community to bring out their dream of inventing. I'm going to let you guys reintroduce yourself to some that may have not seen you before and talk a little bit about who you are and what you do and why you do it.
Sure. Well, my name is Mike Turner, and I'm the president of the Columbus Phoenix City Inventors Association. We are a nonprofit organization that serves the community here in Georgia, and what we do is a lot of good things. Right now, what we're doing is we're very involved in the school system. We have been for the last 4 years, but we've been in existence for the last 7. And what we do is we teach people about the inventing process. As you may know, there's a lot of TV commercials that are on, and they tell you about, oh, they can help you do this and do that. But at the same time, they charge you a whole lot of money. What our organization does is we show you and teach you how to do a lot of the things for free. Because as a nonprofit organization, our goal is to teach and educate people about the inventing journey.
Gotcha.
So that's what we do, and that's how we're very successful here in the community.
Gotcha. And Bill, tell me where you come in at this.
Well, I come in on the problem-solving process. Problem-solving is actually a strategy that can be taught. And most people don't understand it because they are very much accustomed to inductive reasoning. What we do is we teach deductive reasoning, which is the logic that mathematicians and scientists use to find out what the solution to a particular problem is. The good thing is we make it into a game. Like when you were young, I was young too at one time.
One time.
When you were young, your parents wanted you to go outside and play. They didn't tell you to go outside and exercise, even though exercise was the objective. So what they did is they told you to go outside and play, and everybody won. What we're doing is we took logic and put it into a game. So there's a strategy that we can show the young people how this thinking actually works. Then once they understand how the thinking works, we show them how much fun it can be. And this engagement and discovery is what the game is about. It makes thinking visible, shows the children how to do it, and at the end of the day, they can actually show you how this discovery process works.
Yeah, it's turning that light on in their head.
It's turning it on.
Yeah.
And knowing why.
Right, exactly, exactly.
You know, and one of the exciting things, of course, as he mentioned, he is an inventor, and he joined our organization a few years ago, and he's been very instrumental with the game that we are now bringing into the school system. And we have been doing this for the last 4 years. We usually hit the middle and high school level kids, but right now we're beginning to get into the elementary side. And I think it's very important to start them at a young age and get them to think logically, because it helps them when it comes to math and science in the classroom. It helps them think about the solutions to those problems.
How did you all get started?
Well, we got started, the organization got started 7 years ago, but we've been in the school system for the last 4. We are a co-sponsor of the Columbus Regional Science and Engineering Fair that they have every year. And we're co-sponsors along with CSU. And what we do is we go into the classrooms and teach kids about the inventing process. And because of that, we have student winners that we've chosen every year who have projects that we feel have patent potential. And we work with those students to be able to develop their project and make it a project that can be turned into something that be financially rewarding for them as well as the family. So we're working with a couple of students now who have projects that we think will have worldwide potential.
So you find students that have projects that really have that potential to really go to that next level.
Right.
And you take them there and you show them how to do it, show them how to do all their patents, and then they benefit from it.
Oh, absolutely.
It all goes back to them.
Oh, they look at a more advanced level, because we have one student that we work with real closely because his project have real potential in terms of worldwide. Right now he's at Columbus High, and he's continuously developing his project. We've even had Columbus Water Works analyze the water that he uses for his project. So we're getting him very involved in furthering the advancement of his project because, again, it has worldwide potential.
Okay. So once he's here in Columbus and he's got this great thing, how does it get worldwide?
Well, we have to go through, but his particular project, because it has worldwide potential, has to go through a series of events because everybody who has an idea, it's a journey. It's not something that happens overnight. And usually it takes close to 2 years before they issue an actual patent. But what we do is they have a patent called provisional, which is just a 1-year patent. But during that 1 year, they got to get involved in the marketing of it, the prototyping, showing people, telling people about their project to see if it has worldwide potential. In this particular project, it does. So we help the kids along the way to make sure that they go through the proper steps so that we can put our product out into the community, out to the states to make sure that they're getting financially rewarded from it.
Bill, do you think this is something that kids are born with or something that you can train them to do?
No, it's something they must be trained to do. When we're first born, we always think in inductive reasoning. Somebody tells you a light is red, a stop sign is red, a fire truck is red, and that's the way you learn what the color red is. That's a series of events, and that series of events makes this abstract concept red make sense. Then once you do that, you begin to make sense of other things in this same way. Well, that's inductive reasoning. The great challenge is deductive reasoning. When you get to long division and fractions, you've reached the limits of inductive reasoning, and now you have to be more careful about establishing a cause-effect kind of solution strategy. And that's what deductive reasoning is about. If this, then this. But that's never any fun.
Right.
You're going to have to make this fun, and that's what this game does. Qt makes it fun. So I can sit in the classroom, and the students will actually take the game away from us. And that's what we want.
Right.
We want them to take this game to other students. So we can engage them in a problem-solving process in a way that activates this desire to understand how the world works and how they play a part in it by solving the world's problems.
And that's what we're currently doing in the school system now, because we're in one of the elementary schools, and we've been going there for the last 4 years, introducing the game. And the kids are very excited because it's a game. The kids like games. So they're getting involved in the thinking process because you have to use the thinking skills in order to solve the problem.
Right.
And this is what they're doing. This past last couple of months where they had the science fair, we've gone in, looked at about 117 projects, and we've chosen 2 winners that are patent potential projects. And they're here today,
Right.
and they
they're
can
here
tell
with
you
us.
exactly what their project is.
Yeah.
But we're excited because they're excited.
Yeah.
They had a thinking process and they helped to put their project together.
Right.
So we're going to try to further and develop their project as well.
Keep it going. We're going to hear from them, but before we hear from them, let's get your contact information. If we got any young inventors
Absolutely.
out there, how can they reach you guys?
Absolutely. Well, we could be contacted by phone. Our phone number is 706-225-9587. And our website is CPC, it stands for Columbus Phoenix City, CPCInventorsassociation.org. And we also have our monthly meeting every month, which is free to the general public. They can come in, we could teach them about what they need to do, how to choose the right patent, what the journey is all about, because again, it has to be a journey they have to go through. And for our members, we actually help them find manufacturing companies, make prototypes, file patents. We do a lot. We do a lot for them. So
Where's that meeting held?
the meeting is held at the Mildred Terry Library, which actually will be meeting this Saturday. It's at 10:30 to 11:30. And Mildred Terry Library is on 604 Veterans Parkway. And they can come in at 10:30, they can chat, they can probably meet some of our current members, our current inventors, and they can share their experiences with them.
All right, there you have it. So if you're a young inventor or any inventor, you know where to go. We've got it right here in Columbus, Phoenix City for you. Now we're going to talk to 2 inventors when we come back. And we're going to hear their stories. So this is a place you don't want to miss. We'll be right back.
Bicycles are fun at any age. Just remember the rules of the road when you're out enjoying a bike ride. And motorists, when you're sharing the road with cyclists, use caution and give at least 3 feet when passing. Bicycles are safe, fun, and sensible. When you ride, be visible, be predictable, and be alert. You'll have a safe ride and a great time. Let's get there together, Georgia. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety and Georgia Bikes.
I am a teenager.
I am online.
I enjoy sharing thoughts.
Music. Videos.
Ideas. Information.
I will not
I will not be a victim to threats.
to stalking.
To soliciting.
To predators.
I will be responsible.
I will be careful.
I will be honest.
I will be smarter. I would get my parents involved.
I will protect myself.
I will be safe.
I am a teenager.
And I
And I
Will not.
be bullied.
I present to you Algebra 2, Foreign Languages, and finally, Biology. Who among you will step up to their challenge?
Me.
Yeah, I'll do it. Me too. Sign me up.
Take on the tough classes now. You need them to prepare for college.
I volunteer.
Step up. I volunteer.
I volunteer.
We volunteer.
And I volunteer.
Hi, I'm Sally Goins, the volunteer coordinator here at Columbus Animal Care and Control, and we would love to have you come and help make a difference. If you're interested in volunteering, please call me at 706-225-4666 or email me at animalcontrol@columbusga.org.
I don't wanna wait for all night.
I was afraid of that.
Well, guess it's time to get you fixed.
Your pets will start fooling around sooner than you think.
Go on, get out of here!
Accidental litters lead to millions killed in shelters each year. Help prevent more. Fix at month.
Man, I wish the city would fix these darn potholes. Someone needs to report this.
Has this ever happened to you and you didn't know who to call? It's simple. Dial 311 or 706-653-4000. Columbus 311 Citizen Service Center. Our goal is to provide complete, accurate, and timely information to citizens and employees regarding complaints, inquiries, and requests for information. Columbus 311 Citizen Service Center, your direct link to city service.
Welcome back to Columbus Connections. We are talking to inventors in the Chattahoochee Valley, and we have two of them. These are some contest winners. This is Alana and Savannah, and we're going to just get into their genius little heads and see what it's like to be an inventor, what they go through, and how that project came to be. Now, welcome Alana, welcome Savannah.
Thank you, sir.
Now, tell us about, let's start with you. Tell us about your invention. What did you invent?
I invented a functioning model for kidney dialysis.
Wow. And Savannah?
I built a vacuum out of kitchen Tupperware and a motor.
Wow. And that, I love that it's cool. They're both cool in their own rights. Like you just built a model of dialysis, and then you took like just regular appliances, like Tupperware, and built a vacuum, and built a motor. What's that creative process is like? Let me back up. Let me go all the way back. How did this start? Have you always been the type to like take stuff apart and put it back together?
I know I broke a lot of things when I was younger, so definitely had to learn how to put them together. And I would go around the house and build like forts or clubhouses with just things lying around. So I guess that might have helped.
Same thing for you?
Yeah, I was always into the blanket forts like she was, and I was a clumsy child, so I really did break a lot of stuff.
Then you just put it back together. So it's that creativity. I guess, did your parents encourage it, or did your peers encourage it, or that creativity part of you is really what kind of led to you being an inventor?
Definitely my parents' encouragement. That it was, it's always like if that's something that you really wanted to do, I showed interest in it, so they wanted to definitely invest in that. So, yeah.
Now, with you all's projects, did you just get it right the first time, or what was it like? Like, What was the process? Just tell me the process of it.
I built it. Well, first I had to sketch it out. I had to write out my instructions of what I was going to do. And then I went and got all my supplies and I started building. So first time I ran, I blew up the motor.
Wow.
So I had to go to my science teacher the next day, a little bit panicked, like I blew up the motor. So I had to get another motor and tinker with some of the wiring that my dad helped me with, so it will actually not blow up.
Not blowing up is good.
Yes.
So you got it right. So how many times did it take you to before you got it right?
Just 2 before it actually worked.
And was your process similar to that? Did you blow up any motors?
No, I didn't blow up any motors. No, a couple of times I did put the vinyl tubing on my board wrong, so I would have to take that out and then redo it. So that was time consuming. But for the most part, it was like seeing references, getting more, trying to add on to that and getting more ideas. But no motor uploading. So.
No. So we've been talking about you guys. Do you feel like do you step back and be like, wow, I'm an inventor? Does it like hit you like that?
Sometimes, like I don't think about it, and then when I'm reminded, like when they came to my school and I found out that I had one, I was like, really? Because I was like, oh, okay. I was just trying to get a good grade in my science class, so that was definitely a plus, like. For real.
That's great. And I heard you guys talking, and we spoke a little bit in the lobby before you came on here. And one thing that really hit me was just the journey of it. You know, just going back and forth with your dad to the hardware store and working with your dad and your mom bringing you up here. And as a parent myself, those are just timeless moments. Like, forget the inventing, forget like winning, just having those moments and just seeing your child do something that just amazes you, and then people latch onto that too. It's just great. It's just a priceless thing. So I'm so glad you guys are here. Remember me when you guys become big. I know you hear that a lot, but I just want to congratulate you all and your family as a whole, because it's really a great thing that you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And there we have it, y'all. We've got a lot of great stuff in our community. We've got inventors of all ages, and we have people that are helping us get to that next level. So if you are an inventor out there, even if you're not as young as these ladies, it's never too late to get your idea, your product. We have people that help do it. And if you are their age and you have that idea, never be afraid, be creative, step out there, we'll make it happen. Thanks for watching Columbus Connections.